Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's only right that I say DJ Play Me Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. They never believed in us, but God did. In the name of DJ Khalid. Good morning, sports fans. The beautiful Thursday morning right here, bright and beautiful in the industrial city of Lagos. And I'm welcoming you to the Sports in a Jiffy on your most exciting breakfast show, the Morning Impact Show on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Sports fans, whether you're an athlete or someone who loves the thrill of the game, I tell you this is the right place for you to be. Because yes, whether you're an early riser as well, welcome to the show where the early bird has gone all around the world to finally curate the very best stories making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sports. I'll be serving it to you fast, a lot of facts, and I'll be making a compact for you this morning, taking you through the updates and what's to come this weekend. Just so you know, the FA Cup right there in England. Talk about the Manchester Derby battle of brothers as well. And we'll talk about the DFB Pokal right there in the German division as well. We'll talk about Bayer Leverkusen once again, and they'll be playing against Class 10 that particular match. We'll be taking a look at the preview of that game. And then quick one from last night. I tell you, after 51 games and 361 days, Bayer Leverkusen's run, amazing run, definitely came to an end. And guess what? A run that has been on since 2023. May, if I'm not mistaken, because the last team that defeated them was VfL Bochum in the German Bundesliga. And last night, it all ended in the hands of Atalanta. A Nigerian was a solitary, and yes, he took it upon himself doing the spoils against the boys from Germany, writing his name on a silver platter, making history for himself. First hat-trick in a major European Cup final, just after the likes of Puskas, De Stefano, and also Prati back then from the year 1975, and also first Italian since the year 1969 as well. So you can tell it's been a long time coming, and it's one that is going to be staying with us for a very long time. Talk about Xabi Alonso as well, admitting that himself and his boys were at fault, raising up his hands, telling fans, you know what, if you're going to come for anybody, come for me. Like seriously, I'm in charge of this particular one. And someone told me something sometime and said, ever since they started to switch his sides, the players, it's observed that yes, it might not be too long before we see this Bayer Leverkusen side crashing. But then what they've created for themselves is one that is going to be staying with us for a long time as well. 51 games, 361 days, guys. And let's talk about the Atalanta side, and that has been led by Gasparini. He's now winning a trophy at the age of 66 years and 177 days away from Europe. We'll go back to talk about the President Federations Cup right here in the Nigerian league as well. Bendel Insurance failed to give their fans assurance after what they did last season. Don't forget, they also went on an unbeaten run to win the last FA Cup, and now they are out as the cup holders. Guess what? They lost to Wiki Tourists at the round of 32. A couple of stories coming from the world of basketball, because I tell you, all of the slam, the dunks, the in-swingers, the lancer passes. I've got all of the stories for you on the show this morning. And I tell you one thing is for sure, that LeBron James is also writing his name in the history books as well. Because yes, for the 20th year in a row, he's now been nominated as one of the players in the 2023-2024 NBA All-Star. Though he's in the third team here, alongside the likes of Stephen Curry, he's been able to garner up to 25.7 points per goal this season already, leapfrogging the likes of Kobe Bryant as well. We'll talk about the game that went down last night. Luka Doncic going off for 19 points in the second half of the game to lead the Dallas Mavericks to a 1-0 series lead in the Western Conference. We'll talk about transfer beats as well, just as we monitor of the major stories, talking about Vincent Kompany that is now being linked with the job at Bayern Munich, and also FC Barcelona still in the balance. And then we are hearing that it's possible that the end of the affair come next season might just be Hansi Flick when the future of Xavi Hernandez has been decided. Bits and pieces of all the major stories this morning. Tiptoeing through all of these stories. Making it your early morning tonic. Welcome to the show. Ayode Jajboy is my name, and it's such an honor to be your host on the show this morning. Don't forget, this delicious one we'll be having together. Welcome to the switch of the net right now. Let's get the show on the road, and most definitely we'll be starting from the home front. Talking about other sports this morning. We'll start from the world of handball, where the Andover Handball League are currently underway in Edo, Benin City. Defending champion Safety Babes Handball maintained their unbeaten run in the Andover Handball Premier League by beating Imo Grasshoppers 32-25 last night in Benin City. Both teams have a good account of themselves, but it was the Safety Babes that did enough to win the game. They were very mobile throughout and put up a good defensive display to third Grasshoppers scoring to emerge victorious. The resurgent Grasshoppers were full of energy as well, but they will be hoping for better results in the next game. And in the other games in the female category, Plateau Peacock overcame COAS Babes 30-20, where Rivers Queens defeated Bendel Dynamos 21-20, and also the Defender Babes beat Rema Queens 32-29. In the male category, Niger United defeated Lagos Insiders 34-26 to record their second consecutive victory after their home loss to Toje Marine Academy on Monday. Also, Rema Strikers beat Sunshine Kings of Akure 29-24. The Akure side gave the best in the game, but they were undone by some poor workmanship. Rema Strikers are having a good tournament, and they will hope to finish on the log. In other games last night, Defenders walk over Confluence Stars, while Correction Boys beat Adamawa Warriors 33-20. Anyway, from that, head coach of the Special Eagles, Benga Dosumu, says he's expecting Liberia to pose another huge test for Nigeria as both sides face off today in one of the quarterfinal clashes of the ongoing Amputee Nations Cup in Egypt. Nigeria set up the tie against the Liberians by finishing top of Group A with 4 points and a superior goal difference ahead of host Egypt, while their opponents placed second in Group B behind Morocco. In the last game against Burundi, striker Michael Jewell was the star performer in the big 11-0 win, scoring 7 times, while Turkey-based Mohamed Grima also scored a hat-trick plus another goal by Ola Buhachi. The last 8 fixtures will determine the 7 countries that will represent Africa at the 2026 World Cup in Morocco, with the Nigerian coach not leaving anything to chance against Liberia. A win for Nigeria against Liberia takes them to the semi-finals, as they'll be hoping to better their second place finish at the 2019 edition in Angola, where they were beaten 2-0 in the final by the hosts. Nigeria's only appearance at the World Cup was in Mexico in 2018, where they suffered a group stage exit with just 1 win in 3 games against El Salvador. And just as a gearing up for the Paris 2024 Olympics, still a lot of tickets had to be punched by Nigerian athletes. And now Nigerian sprinter Udodi Nwozurike says his transition from a collegiate to professional athlete has shown him the prospect of a promising career ahead of him after foregoing the remaining 2 years of his studies at Stanford last year. Nwozurike, who entered Stanford in 2021, earning school records in 100 meter with 9.92 seconds and 200 meter with 19.70 seconds, also posting school best in the 60 meter with 6.59 seconds and 20 outdoors with 20.17 seconds, has won the NCAA 200 meter title with a personal best of 19.76 seconds in that period. And now the 21-year-old is now in his first year of his professional career, and he seems to be easing into it, preparing to represent Nigeria at the Olympic Games in Paris. The American-born sprinter first represented Nigeria at the 2021 World Junior Athletics Championship in Nairobi, where he won the 200-meter gold. Nwozurike has already qualified for the men's 200 meter for the Paris Olympic Games, which he hold from July to August 11, and he is also part of the men's quartet that sealed the 4x100 meter relay ticket this month. Away from that, let's go make a switch right now and then to the football side of life, where I come and give you the result of the matches that were played yesterday. In the President Federations Cup, World Football Governing Body FIFA has made changes to the officiating team of the 2026 World Cup qualifying match between Benin Republic and Nigeria, which is scheduled for the state Felix Uffe-Boigny in Ivory Coast on Monday, June 10. The changes have sent back in Ethiopia official Bamlak Tesema Weyesa, who was originally designated as referee for the encounter scheduled to kick off at 4 p.m. And in his place, Gabonese official Pierre Gassin Acho will now be the referee. And just so you know, currently on the way right now is the game between Nigeria and Togo. I'll talk about the last group game in the WAFUB under 17 championship. The game was supposed to go down last night because of heavy downpour right there in Accra, Ghana. The game was postponed to this morning. Kicked off 10 a.m. this morning. We're wishing the Golden Eaglets all the very best in that particular world. And then let's quickly go through the result of the matches of the round of 32 of the President Federations Cup yesterday. Bendel Insurance, just like I mentioned, failed to give their fans assurance, and they lost 2-0 to Wiki Tourist. AFCC FC also played out the 0-0 draw against Edel FC. AFCC finally won 5-1 penalties. Gombe United lost 0-3 to El Kanemi Warriors. Lobby Stars lost 0-2 to Shooting Stars, and Amola FC played out 0-0 against Inter Lagos. Inter Lagos finally winning 4-1 on penalties. Warriors lost 0-1 to Kwara United. Abia Warriors played out a 1-0 win over Sporting Supreme, while Nasarawa United lost to Sokoto United 0-1. That one ended. FC One Rocket also lost to Yimba International. Plateau United played out a 1-0 draw against Sunshine Stars, and then 3-2 it ended in favor of Sunshine Stars. Rivers United won against Niger Tornadoes 1-0. Katsina United defeated Bayelsa United, another FA Cup winner, out in this year's round of 32. Duma United lost out to Kano Pillars 0-1. That one ended. And the game that we play later today, we'll be seeing ABS FC playing against Kebbi United, and also Aqua United will be hosting Samvara United, while Ikorodu City will be playing against the Co City. After this round of matches, we'll be looking forward to see the pairings for the round of 16. Yes, talking about the NWFL Super 6 right now, Bayelsa Queens are definitely top of the log right now after the matches that were played yesterday. Played 3 games, won 2 and drawn 1. They now have 7 points at top of the league. Edo Queens are falling closely on the second on the log. Also played 3 games, won 2 and then lost 1 game with 6 points. Bottom of the table is Atlant Queens. Don't forget that last night they lost out 3-1. And then the match day 4 fixture that is going to be coming up tomorrow. Bayelsa Queens will be hosting Atlant Queens. Rivers Angels will be hosting Confluence Queens, while Edo Queens will be hosting Nanzarawa Amazons. Still talking about football on the home front this morning. It's now been officially confirmed that Eyimba FC have now promoted assistant coach Olariwaju Yemi Daniel to their head coach. Eyimba Football Club announced with mixed emotions the departure of coach Finidi George, who has officially accepted a prestigious position with the Nigerian Super Eagles. Coach George has been an invaluable asset to them, according to the message. Don't forget that he joined the Eyimba in 2021, and then he's been able to lead them to winning the Nigerian Premier Football League. And yes, in the light of Coach George's departure, Eyimba is now pleased to announce the promotion of assistant coach Olariwaju Yemi Daniel to the position of the head coach until the end of the season. Don't forget that Coach Daniel has been an integral part of the coaching staff, demonstrating his commitment, expertise, and leadership qualities throughout his tenure. He is currently pursuing his UEFA B license, and Coach Daniel is someone who they say is dedicated. And away from that, let's quickly make a switch away from the home front right now. Let's go to Europe, and then we'll be starting from the game of basketball, because I tell you, from the greens of golf to the octagon of the UFC to the square roof of boxing to the pitch of football, I've got all the stories for you. Juicy stories this morning. Luka Doncic starred as the Dallas Mavericks beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 108-105 in the opening game of the NBA's Western Conference Finals. Slovenia's Doncic top scored with 33 points, including 15 in the final quarter, as the Mavericks gained first advantage in the best-of-7 series. Kyrie Irving also scored 30 points for Dallas, with 24 of them coming in the first half in Minneapolis. The two sides exchanged leads multiple times in the seesaw final quarter, as Anthony Edwards' 24-foot three-pointer gave the Timberwolves a 102-98 advantage with just under 4 minutes to go. But 8 unanswered points for Mavericks, including a step-back jump shot from John Chick, put them back in the ascendancy before seeing out a victory. Jaden McDaniels led the scoring for the Timberwolves with 24 points, while Edwards added 19, and Game 2 takes place tomorrow in Minneapolis. Here from that to tennis stories this morning. The man whose birthday was yesterday, 37 years of age already. I was talking about Novak Djokovic, secured a win yesterday as he beat Germany's Yannick Hoffmann in a rain-interrupted match to move into the quarterfinals of the Geneva Open. Djokovic, a 24-time Grand Slam winner, is playing in the ATP 250 tournament in Switzerland for the first time as preparations for the French Open recorded a 6-3, 6-3 victory. It's made him the only third player after Jimmy Connors and Roger Federer to win 1,100 matches on the ATP Tour. And at the end of the match, the crowd sang happy birthday to Djokovic, and he was also presented with a chocolate birthday cake by tournament officials. The world number one is yet to reach a final in 2024 and will next face either Canada's Denis Shapovalov or Dutch 60 Talon Grispo. And in the opening round, Hoffmann won 7-5-6-2 against Britain's Andy Murray, who had been playing his first ATP Tour level match since rupturing ankle ligament at the Miami Open in March. But then the 32-year-old German, 85th in the world, had his serve broken by Djokovic in the 6th game and then failed to convert 2 breakpoint opportunities soon after. All road is now leading to the French Open, which is definitely going to be beginning this Sunday, and Djokovic will be looking to retain his title and win the competition for a 4th time. Straight to the WTA right now, and what is not a good news. World number 5, Jessica Pegula, has pulled out of the French Open because of ongoing neck and back injuries. The 30-year-old has not played since winning 2 matches to help the United States beat Belgium in the Billie Jean King Cup qualifier in April. Pegula, who reached the 3rd round at Roland Garros last year, has never advanced past the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam tournament in a singles. She expects to return for the grass season and be playing in a lead-up events to Wimbledon. The first round of the French Open, just like I mentioned, will be starting this Sunday right there in France. Still talking WTA, Britain's Emma Raducanu is set to play at the Nottingham Open in June. She has already confirmed that she will be skipping the French Open to focus her preparation on the grass court season. Wishing her the very best in what is to come this season. Before I go away from the other sports, let me quickly give you this story, still coming from the world of basketball. Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James added his name to the history books yet again with his 20th All-NBA team selection of his career. LeBron James has now extended his career All-NBA record with 20 selections, distancing himself from 3 Hall of Famers in second place. He ranked among the top forwards in scoring, assist, and clutch points this season already, showcasing his elite skills. James' consistent dominance, all-star appearance, and winning percentages highlight his sustained greatness following his 21st season in the league. Talk about a superstar, then you want to talk about LeBron James. He is in the 3rd team, not marks the 20th time he's been named one of the 3 teams. He's now gotten a record by 5 selections over the 3 of current and future Hall of Famers. Talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, and Tim Duncan. The 39-year-old looked anything but his age as he finished in top 10 among all forwards in several statistical categories on the campaign, while also posting a career-high 41% clip from 3-point line. Away from that, straight in the world of football this morning, to the football side of life. 7 new tantalizing stories how to get you jacked up for your day. And I tell you, I've got a couple of transfer beats as well. I just have you out there on the back pages of the major dailies, and right here on Sporting a Jiffy on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. A quick one has been said that Arsene Wenger, the first chief of global football development, is set to press ahead with his proposal to change the offside law. According to reports, the change effectively means that there has to be daylight between attacker and defender for an offside offense. Under Wenger's proposal, if any part of an attacker's body that can score head, torso, or legs is still in line with the defender, then they should be judged onside. Okay, looks like it's going to be more goals for the likes of Liverpool's Darwin Núñez, but then no shades, guys. No shades. A quick tip from the game that went down last night. We had Demola Lookman wrecked Bayer Leverkusen's pursuit of a historic unbeaten treble by scoring a stunning hat-trick to seal Europa League glory for Atalanta with a 3-0 win in Dublin. Former Everton and RB Leipzig forward Lookman, who is 26, produced the performance of his career as Gianpiero Gasperini team upset the odds to win the first European trophy and consigned Leverkusen to defeat for the first time in any competition. And let me quickly give you some things. That Leverkusen were denied unbeaten season in penultimate game. Bayer Leverkusen suffered their first defeat since the final of the 2022-2023 season, losing 3-0 to VfL Bochum, and they had been unbeaten in all 51 of their matches in all competition. Bayer Leverkusen are the first team to win the league title but lose the UEFA Cup and Europa League final in the same season since Benfica in 2013-2014, and the first German side to do so since Borussia Dortmund in 2001-2002. And this was the biggest margin of defeat for a German team in a major European final match since the 1993 UEFA Cup, when Borussia Dortmund lost 3-0 to Juventus in the second leg, and in a single game only finals, the biggest margin of defeat for a German team since Eintracht Frankfurt lost 7-3 to Real Madrid in the 1960 European Cup. Quick one talking about transfer bid this morning. Just like I mentioned, it's been said that Bayern Munich are now in advanced talks with Vincent Kompany, same way Hansi Flick is on the mind of Joan Laporta, looking to replace Xavi Hernandez. Talking about players, Arsenal are set to be leading the race to sign Bologna striker Joshua Zirkzee, the man that was being overlooked by the Dutch national team. Talking about Netherlands, the Gunners and Juventus have already made moves for the 23-year-old, who has a release clause in his contract that allows him to be signed for a fee of 40 million euros. Away from that, Palmeiras forward Hendrik has told newsmen that he was always going to sign for Real Madrid and that it was a dream move. Madrid, don't forget, confirmed the sign of Hendrik December 2022, with the forward due to link up with his new teammate in Spain when he turns 18 this July. Ajax have also agreed a fee to release of Nice coach Francesco Farioli, with the 35-year-old expected to sign a 3-year contract in the coming days. And Napoli striker Victor Osimhen is prioritizing a move to Chelsea. According to reports, a 25-year-old prefers to switch to the Premier League despite being linked with Paris Saint-Germain, but he remains number one target for Chelsea, who parted with his manager Mauricio Pochettino just this Tuesday. Sporting a Jiffy it is, and I'll be serving it in a Jiffy. This is what I'm calling to wrap on the package this morning. I say many thanks to you for being a part of the show. Don't forget that we serve you Sporting a Jiffy every weekday from 10 a.m. to the flip side of 10. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates on the Sporting Age. If you come tomorrow morning, I tell you, 70 to you fast with a lot of facts. I will make it compact for your listening pleasure right here on your number one urban lifestyle station. This is Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Ayode Jajibo is signing out this morning. Stay with us as the Morning Impact Show continues. Oluwatomi Woborode is right here. As I will always tell you, stay sporty, stay active. Make sure to drink enough water, stay hydrated. Do well to stay safe out there. Do well to stay safe, citizens. I'll see you when I see you. Good morning. Do have a highly favored day.
I know, and I love you too. This is why I've made it so that you can now have me everywhere you go. www